It was kind of different for me this time because I knew the only thing I knew that I wanted was the benches. So I had to figure out how I would approach the choreography this time. And so I thought benches, then what? I have a prop, then I need a demographic. So we'll put it in a park. And I said, okay, I have a bench in a park. And I said, what needs to happen? And I think one of the things that we can most connect to is relationships. So I said, okay, we'll just take 3 relationships, stick them in a park, and add a prop, a bench. So that's kind of loosely where the idea came from, and I really didn't. This time I didn't want to create this whole big long story or anything. I just wanted to have those 3 elements, bring the dancers into the room and see what happens. Oftentimes I don't have a lot of time to play around. So the advantage that I had is that I knew the dancers and I knew the company and I knew what I was walking into. I don't know if I could have done that under any other circumstances, but I knew the dancers and I knew that what they were capable of. So I was able to kind of come in with a loose idea and then play around with the dancers when I got there. So fortunately it worked out to my advantage. Just make it pretty. Maybe turn
Turn
to
it so I can get back to the chair.
Yeah.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, and swap. Go, swap, go, swap, swap, go, swap, 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 go, swap, swap, swoop. Now she's out doing swoop. It may look very different than I had imagined in my head because I said, well, what about if we do this, or try this on, or the dancers may, add a little something that changes the trajectory of the phrase. But I've been doing this for a long time, and I've worked with so many different companies, and there's one of the things that I really appreciate, and one of the things that is extremely important to me is the process, because a lot of times that's all I get is that moment in the room, in the studio with the dancers. A lot of times I can't come back for opening nights, and I can't come, end up staying for showings or talkbacks or things like that. So the process is so important to me, and I knew that coming back home, which is really kind of strange, but you're coming back home to almost a safe place. There was no stress. You can walk into the studios, and like I said earlier, you know the dancers that you're working with. You know what they'll come with. So there was a certain amount of ease and relaxation that I could walk into a process and feel okay. It's fine. I won't have to stress out about this. I know what these dancers can do, and we're going to get this work done. And they rise to the occasion every single time. Another thing I like about these dancers is that they come with their spirit. You walk into the room, and whether strategically done or you're very lucky that you have dancers who are kind and they're supportive, and they come into the process with a certain spirit that helps push along the piece, helps push along the process. That is really kind of great. This is my 3rd work on the company, and every single time I've come and worked, it's just been so easy. And it's not always like that. It's not, and it shouldn't be, but this, I will always say yes when you guys ask. It was really a great time.